Hello everyone, enhance your knowledge with today's lesson. This video is related to tax administration for companies. Yes, we may have learned the same thing in our previous videos, but this is related to companies and not individuals. So number one, corporation tax payment date. This payment date is necessary for every company to avoid paying penalties and interest. So, when is your tax payment due date? Yes, it is currently 9 months and 1 day after your accounting period ends. Now, for example, if your accounting period ends in 31st March 2029, you need to pay taxes on 1st January 2030. That is 9 months and 1 day. And I hope you have understood when is your tax payment due date is. And then corporation tax return date. Now what is this? This is where you need to submit a return to the income tax department on how much taxes you have paid, on how much is your income, how much is your capital gain, when you have paid taxes and all of these. So you may be required to submit those returns. And then when is the due date? Yes, it is 12 months after your accounting period ending. So now, for example, if your accounting period ends in 31st March 2031, you may be required to pay taxes. You may be required to submit your return on or before 31st March 2032. So that is 1 year, that is 12 months, within 12 months. And then maintenance of records. Okay, so you have your tax records, your accounting records, everything related to companies, you have to record and maintain those records at least for 6 years. This is the current rule and this may change with the new legislation as well. So currently you may be required to maintain your records at least for 6 years. And then compliance checks and discovery assessments. What is this? Yes, this is where the income tax department has all the right to give you a surprise visit and to identify whether you are paying taxes regularly within the time period that they have allocated, and that is their right. And finally, penalties and appeals. If you are not willing to accept, if you are willing to object whatever the income tax department says, you have all the right but to appeal against the penalties that income tax department has already provided to you. So this is your right. If you feel you have already paid taxes before the due date, you don't need to worry. You can appeal against their verdict. So thank you so much, and I hope you have got basic understanding on what tax administration for companies is. As I've always said, we will be back next week with more exciting content. Thank you so much.